Hey guys, so as we all kind of pretty much know, I got stood up a couple days ago. Haven't heard from you guys since. We had seen each other a few times, whatnot. So I really don't know if he found somebody else he was more interested in. He just wasn't into me, or I don't know. I haven't heard anything. I did. See that he was reading the text messages I sent him, and I wasn't blowing his phone up. I didn't send like a crap ton of text messages, no more than like 5 or 8 or something, like throughout the entire day, and like the night that he stood me up, it was like, hey, I'm still available, if you want to chill, just let me know, even though it's getting late and I gotta go to work. Or hey, if you can't make it, just let me know, just don't leave me hanging. He read everything, never responded to any of it, so I'm just kind of counting my losses, I guess. I don't know, whatever, like saying fuck it, because it's day 3 now that we've had no talking, no communication, so I'm assuming that I wasn't the only person he was talking to, even though he said that I was the only person. I'm assuming that's not true. I'm assuming that he's seeing somebody else. And that's something I want to talk about. And I don't know if this is going to be a rant or a let's talk. But I'm 28 years old. The guy is 32. He's, got his own businesses. He's well educated. And even if he wasn't, we are old enough now that we are not in high school. If you don't like somebody, then fucking say it. Say, hey, I'm not into you. And don't waste my time. Don't tell me that you want a relationship with me, and when I say, well, how are we going to make that work? Well, with effort. Well, standing me up and then not talking to me for 3 days is not effort in any way, shape, or form. That is the biggest effort in pushing me away and pissing me off. And I did not do the crazy girl thing, which I know a lot of people were like, girl, I would have snapped the fuck off. Nope, I didn't. I didn't say shit to him about standing me up. He stood me up, and the next day, what was it? Yesterday would have been the next day, or whatever. He stood me up on Sunday. No, stood me up on Saturday. So on Sunday, I was like, hey, I'm not doing anything today. If you're available, then let me know. Never heard anything. So finally, about 3 p.m., I sent a message saying, hey, look, I'm sorry that I wasn't what you were looking for. I really wanted to try having this relationship with you, but I guess I'm just not what you were interested in. I really do hope you find who you're looking for. Wish you the best, whatever, I wasn't shitty. I didn't snap off. I didn't snap off about him standing me up. I didn't give attitude. Was not a bitch. I have no idea what went wrong. I don't know if it was me. I don't know if it was him. Yes, I do know I'm a bigger girl, but he had no problem with my size. I have lost 80 pounds since November, so I used to be even bigger than this. So really I don't care what people think about my size anymore because I've lost so much weight. I went from 290 to right now I'm 208. So I really don't give a fuck what people think about that, but he didn't have a problem with the size. I was not after money from him. I was not after sex from him. Clearly, I've been in relationships where I've paid for like everything, and I take care of my son by myself. I work a job 7 days a week, midnight, so that I can pay for everything. So I've never been with a guy for money, and I've never had a guy take care of me. So it wasn't money. And sex, let's be real, it was okay. It wasn't, I could find better, and everybody is looking for sex now. Like, you can find sex better or easier than you can a relationship. So I'm not with somebody for sex. Don't get me wrong, sex is great, but that's not the reason I was with him. I thought you know, he said he wanted to eventually get married again and have kids. You know, he has, you know, had one kid. I had one kid, you know, wanted more kids. He wanted all the same things that I did. He told me he was not like every other guy, which of course I did not believe because every guy tells you that. So when he said I'm not like every other guy, I said, okay, you know, every guy tells me that, you're going to have to prove it to me. You know, totally proved that he was just like every other guy. And that sucks. And it's like, it's not even, I can't even say my generation, because I dated a 43-year-old who was a fuckboy. I dated a 22-year-old who was a fuckboy. It doesn't matter if I date a black guy or a Puerto Rican or a Mexican or a white boy. It doesn't really even matter the race. It doesn't matter the age. It doesn't matter if they're broke as fuck and lazy or they own 2 businesses and work their ass off. It just seems like nobody wants to be loyal. Nobody wants to be honest. Nobody wants a real relationship. Nobody wants to give the title of girlfriend. Nobody wants to be married anymore. And I'm just like, what's going on here? So I guess I'm doing the single thing because I really can't meet people like that unless I use a dating website. And again, everybody just wants sex and whatever. I mean, yeah. If I want sex, then fine, I'll find it where I find it. I'll do me on that. That's nobody's business. But I want a real relationship, and it's just like you can't find it anywhere. And it's really kind of getting on my nerves that nobody wants to be loyal and faithful and honest. And what happened? What has happened? And it's not just me. It's people who are 10 years older than me. 12 years older than me. Still, they just don't want it. They don't want the commitment. They don't want the marriage. They don't want any of it. And it's just like, I don't want to just be used as a little sex toy while you talk to like other people. And the thing is this guy did not want me talking. He was afraid that I would talk to one of my exes. And I'm like, no, you have nothing to worry about. But I'm pretty sure he was talking to other girls. I'm pretty sure he found another girl. He does use, like, throws the money thing around that he has money, which doesn't impress me, but it does impress a lot of girls. And so I'm sure, you know, maybe he found somebody, and then, you know, if she doesn't work out, I don't know, whatever. But I don't know what I did wrong, and I think that's unfair. I think if there was something that you didn't like about my personality, tell me about it, because maybe it's something that I do need to change. Maybe it was something I did need to change. Maybe there was absolutely nothing wrong with me. Maybe it was him. Maybe he just can't be faithful. Maybe he can't be loyal. Maybe I wasn't what he was looking for. But you know what? At least be a man. You're 32 years old. You're grown. You own your own house. You own your own business. 2 businesses. You own, you know, your shit. Like, get you got your shit together. Be a man and be like, hey, I wasn't interested in you. Or, hey, you got an attitude. Which I was really careful not to have an attitude. But he said I had an attitude anyways. You know, be a man about it. Or woman. I don't care, like, what your gender is. In my situation, obviously, you know, be a man about it. If you're not into me, tell me you're not into me. Don't stand me up and then ignore me for 3 days and lead me on and make me think that there might be a chance. Be straight up, like, I'm sorry you weren't what I was looking for. You know, I hope you find somebody, you know, that you're looking for, and I hope everything works out for you. You know, just, you don't have to be rude, but you don't have to just ignore somebody. Because if you try to text me back after a couple days of, or a week or whatever, of trying to find somebody else and it didn't work out for you and you're like, oh shit, like, and then you try to hit me up, then the attitude's gonna come out. Then I'm gonna be like, oh, you want to talk to me now? Oh, you want me to come over now? You fucking stood me up. You couldn't even send me a text message, and I saw that you read everything I wrote you. Like, you told me you wanted a relationship with me. You wanted to put effort into it. You know, we talked a lot about a lot of serious things, you know, like, if this were to happen in the future, if that were to happen in the future, because, you know, he did have his shit together. So, and I have my shit together. So I'm like, what happens, you know, if things get serious and, you know, I have my own house, you have your own house. How do we work that out? So, I don't know, but people, can you just start being honest? If you're just in it for sex, say that. Some people want that. If you're not into that person, say that. Let them know. If they did something wrong that pissed you off and irritated you, say that. Let them know. Let them know what the reason was that you weren't into them. Let them know if you are or aren't into them. If something comes up, don't just, you know, and maybe something came up and he bailed because he thought I would freak out if he canceled. I wouldn't have. I would have been like, all right, you want to reschedule for tomorrow, or do you want to reschedule for a different day or whatever, but you didn't give me the chance. You didn't give me a fair chance. We went out a couple times or saw each other a couple times or whatever, and we talked, you know, for a while, but you didn't give me a fair chance. You didn't get to really see my personality, and if you want to say I have an attitude, you never even got to really even see that either. So I feel like I wasn't given a fair chance, and I just feel like you can't find anybody. Like, every guy I find wants me to pay for their shit. I'm not going to support you. I'm going to support me and my son, and I'm barely able to do that right now. I will not support a man. And I'm not just looking for sex. I want a relationship, a real relationship where we can talk, we can be best friends, we can do everything together. When it comes to finances, I'm tired of seeing people like, this is my money and this is her money. No, y'all are in a relationship together or y'all are married. It's your money. It's combined together. You do everything together financially. I'm tired of being the one that, oh, you come see me. Okay, I'll drive a half hour to come see you, but I have to use my own gas money to do it? Come pick me up. No, motherfucker, get a car. Or give me some gas money. You gonna put in too. Like, I'm tired of being used, and I'm tired of, if you're not into me, like, not getting an explanation. Don't ignore somebody. That's stupid. That's childish. Like, you're an adult. Another one was, I saw a guy. He asked me, because his job, he hadn't been working like that week, if I would help him out with money. When I said, look, I don't even have the money for myself. There's no way I can help you out too. I got called, like, names in the book, and like, well, I don't need you, and I'm going to prove to you that I don't need you and your money and this and that. Because I said, you know, I kind of feel used. Like, you don't want to be in a relationship with me right now. You said you wanted to wait until you got your finances together, but you have no problem asking me for money. Like, you kind of making me feel used. And I didn't put it, like, in a shitty way, but because I said I felt used, apparently that was enough for him to snap off on me and tell me goodbye, pretty much fuck you, because I didn't give him money. What is wrong with you people? Like, what is going on with the fuckboys? What is going on with people just using people for money or using people for sex? Or not being honest. Like, if you genuinely didn't like that person, this is not the first time. Like, I've gone out on dates, and then you just don't hear back from them. And yeah, I know before, when I was going out on dates, I was 80 pounds heavier. That could have been it. But just say it. Be like, look, you know what? Your size was an issue for me. I'm 28 years old. I can take the truth. Tell me what I did wrong or why you didn't like me. Don't just leave me hanging. Or don't like, hey, give me a kiss goodbye. Say, yes, I will see you tomorrow. You will be at my house tomorrow. And then completely blow me off, and then I don't hear from you. And this is day 3 that I haven't heard shit from him. And I did send a text saying, you know, the goodbye text. And never even got a response to that. So, I really don't know. But can we please start being loyal? Can we please start telling the truth? Can we please start, you know, just having honesty and loyalty? And, you know, hey, a real relationship, you'll still get sex. You don't need to just find sex. You know, you can be loyal and honest with somebody and have a relationship with them and still get sex. Just because you're in a relationship doesn't mean you won't have sex. So I don't know what this whole thing is about, but it's really getting on my nerves, and I really wish people would stop playing games. Kind of tired of the games. I don't have time for it. I have a child who has mental health issues. I work midnight 7 days a week. I get no days off. I don't want games. I want a real relationship. So I guess we're doing the single thing because I'm not going to find what I'm looking for. And hey, that's cool, whatever. But be honest about the shit. Stop lying or ignoring. Just ignoring. Just straight up, I read your text message and I'm not going to respond to you. Because you're too much of a fucking pussy to say it. You know what? We could take it. And if a girl does snap off on you because you told her the truth, block her ass. That ain't hard to do. Every phone does it. If not, you can download an app so that you can block them. It ain't hard. But if you tell me that, like, hey, I'm going to appreciate the fact that you said, look, our personalities clashed. I just wasn't feeling you like that. Yeah, we were sexually compatible, or yeah, compatible in this or this. But this, and this really bothers me about you, and it's just not something that I think I can handle. And that's cool. I can handle shit like that. It's when you ignore me, not tell me shit, just leave me hanging. That shit I have a problem with. And if you do decide to hit me up later after you just left me hanging, then the attitude's gonna come out. Then you're gonna see, like, hey dude, look, you just left me hanging. I'm just not at your beck and call. When the next chick don't work out for you, you gonna come back to me? No, that's not how it's gonna be. So all I'm asking is get y'all shit together, man, for real. Like, stop playing these games. And if you can't hold down a relationship, don't even try. Be straight up. Be like, I'm just looking to fuck. That's all you gotta do. And I'll be like, alright, I'm not. Bye. Like, I don't need to be playing games. So I guess this is a rant / talk video. But, like, please, let's just stop with the games, guys. Like, it's kind of getting out of control. And so I'm just gonna I'm gonna figure out how to be single. I'm gonna, you know, I haven't really been single in 11 years. I really haven't been single. So now I gotta figure out kind of how to just be single and just be alone and be okay with being alone. I'm not sure how to do that. I have a really hard time being alone. You know, I can go without the sex. I can go without the other shit. I just, you know, now I gotta figure out how to be alone, and it kind of is shitty. But hey, whatever, you know, but let's just start being loyal. Let's just start being honest. And I mean, if sex is all you want, be straight up with that person. Be like, look, I'm really not looking for a relationship. I legit just want to hook up. And some people want that, some people don't. If you want a real relationship, don't use the whole I want a relationship thing just to get a girl in bed or just to get what you want. Because that's going to really piss off some females. And y'all wondering why you got attitudes coming at you. And why girls are turning crazy. And why girls are being savages. And why you got your car all keyed up. Or whatever. I'm not saying that I'm doing any of that. But I'm saying you guys wonder why some girls are crazy. And why you can't find a good girl. It's because y'all are saying everything we want to hear just to get money or sex or whatever. Use us for a ride or whatever. And you wonder what the fuck, why chicks are crazy now. Well, stop doing that shit. If you just want sex, you just want sex. Don't fucking tell me you want a relationship. You want to eventually get married and have children, and these are things that you want, and you can't find anybody that wants these things, and you've been looking so hard for them, and then it turns out that you just like every other dude. Like, don't. Let's not even. So, I'm done with this, but I don't know. I'll see you guys in another video.